Hey guys, welcome back to Society, hanging out here on Fallout New Vegas. So, last episode we started off in the doctor's house, getting ourselves patched up, trying to get some customization going. I went around the village there, or around the town, just gathering some scraps, found some clothes. So he gave me a jumpsuit, I found some armor, I bought some armor inside the shop as well, what caps I had, I found a beret and all that. So I didn't look around that much, I need to look around the rest of it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go find Victor and see what he can tell us from what happened to us the other night. So we'll go and find him now. Now we can play in third person. He's down here. We played third person or first person. I mainly prefer first person because you know you can aim better and stuff. So, but it's up to you as to how you want to play. So yeah. So this is Victor.
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle?
So we'll say thanks for digging me out of that grave.
Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need.
Alright, so guys, just from now on, right, if you do see me just picking topics, I'm not going to be telling you all the time what I'm going to pick. So just, you know, if you don't see me move the cursor or whatnot, just assume that, like, you know, whatever one you saw last on was the one that I pick. But, you know, okay, just to move this along a little bit faster so that we're not stuck there and rambling on through the video, just so you can see the story and all that sort of stuff of the game. So, okay.
I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they'd run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were, so I hauled you off to the dock right quick. Can't say that I'm familiar with the rascals. Some of the fine folks in town might be able to help you out with that. I moseyed into town, 10, 15 years ago. Before that, I can't quite seem to recall. Odd. Anyway, it's a right peaceful town, and I reckon it's as fine a place to settle as any. I'm a Securitron, Robco Security Model 2060B. If you ever see any of my brothers, tell them Victor says howdy. Happy trails!
Alright, so we got the information on Victor, so he doesn't know who they were, but he saved my life, so I thanked him for that. So now we're going to do with the doc sim, we're going to go see Sunny Smiles, and we're going to see can she teach us how to survive in the wilderness. So hopefully she can. Oh, there goes a bird.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to. Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
Alright, so this is Sunny Smiles. She's going to teach us how to use a gun. Hopefully, anyhow.
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them.
Right, so
That's the right idea. Look down the sight. Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help your aim. No shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along? Follow me. It's just down to the southeast a short ways.
Alright, so it looks like we're going to be helping her with her daily chores. So now I did go off to my other save and just using an inventory editor shoved in an extra couple of guns, because guns are very hard, well, good ones anyway, are very hard to find in this game. So I did shove in a couple of guns that are a little bit interesting. So yeah, I'll choose this one. It's nice. Now, just before you do ask, you may be seeing that, like, I am playing on the Xbox, but I'm actually not. I'm playing on the PC. I just have an Xbox controller because I have a secondary screen. And whenever the mouse goes over to the secondary screen, it comes out of the Fallout New Vegas game. So I just use the Xbox controller because then it keeps it all in tune. And I can use the second screen then to see other stuff. So yeah.
Hear that up on the ridge behind me there? We got some geckos to clear out. Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything else. Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them. More likely to hit something vital that way. Okay, you're on. Go give him hell.
I love that, like, she says that this is her job to do it, and then she gives it to me. Not that it matters. Right, so this is the VATS. I don't know what it pronounces into. There's probably a pronunciation somewhere, but it's for more precision aiming, and you can switch between enemies, toggle up enemies to the amount of ammo that you have in your gun until a reload, and then you can target up the ones for after a reload then as well. It's pretty good. So it shows you all the different percentages that you have of hitting that certain part of the body. So I'm gonna go with the torso and this fella. So I'm gonna go. I got 2 on the torso. And here, 87, and I'll go 2 on the head. One shot kill, both of them. Cool. Ah, nice.
See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me. Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, especially with 2 of us. Come with me.
Now during one of these, it gets a little bit hairy because there's an actual civilian that's getting attacked by the gecko, so we need to work fast on that one. So that's just a heads up to you guys. Oh no, I don't want to kill Cheyenne. Fuck, I'm out of it. Where'd she go? She just keeps running on. She's safe anyway, so that's good.
Teach you to mess with me.
Let's go talk to her, shall we?
Holy moly. If you hadn't come here like you done, I'd be a goner for sure. I came up here to draw water, but here, you should have what I got. You look thirsty.
So Good Springs has just accepted me or something, I think. So you have established a reputation with a group of people in the wasteland. Whether that reputation is good or bad, you're finally somebody that people associate with that group will start to react to what you've done. There are some different factions in the wasteland, and you can develop a distinct reputation with each one. That's not too bad, I suppose. Anyway, so Good Springs has accepted me. Nice. I'm a good person, I would assume.
Now that was some good work. Even got a little exciting there at the end. Here's a little spending money for the trouble. One more thing I wanted to show you. Thought I might teach you about living off the land and making useful things for yourself. Interested?
Yeah, why not?
Alright then. We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a brock flower. Let me think now. I know I've seen brock flowers growing up at the graveyard, and I seem to remember there being xander root over by the schoolhouse. Bring those on back to me, and we'll get cooking.
Okay, so graveyard and schoolhouse. And we seem to run a lot slower when we're holding a gun, so I'll leave that away for now. Okay, so as you just saw there, I just drank water. I'm playing on hardcore mode, which basically everything can harm you. Tiredness, walking, dehydration, radiation. You know, so you gotta be careful because everything can hurt you. So if you are playing at the same level I am, be careful now. You can change your settings by going into the options or the settings menu, gameplay, turning hardcore off. Oh, that's meant to be very hard. There we go, sorry. So you can turn it to easy, you know, whatever you want. There's very easy, there's easy, normal, hard, and very hard. Then hardcore can be turned on and off. If you're new to Fallout New Vegas, I recommend that you don't have it on, and the game recommends that you don't have it on as well. But if you're, you know, used to playing on New Vegas, then yeah, I recommend to have it on. Right, so here we go. So this is the graveyard up here. love that Vats. By that Vats is amazing. You need a shovel to dig here. The fact that it allows you to dig graves is just disgusting. Oh yeah, guys. Before I mention as well, there's also snow globes in the game. Alright, these snow globes you can sell for massive amounts of bolts to a character later on in the game, which you learn. They're pre-war artifacts that are widely, concerned and useless, but they're nice collectibles. So if you see any, just collect them, because you can sell them for a large amount of bolts or caps later. I don't know why I'm saying bolts. But yeah, you can sell them for a lot of caps later, which is good and handy. So this is my grave. Yeah. So yeah, this is my grave, hanging out there for a little bit. And New Vegas out in the distance. Right, anyway, what are we looking for? We're looking for rock flower. Sorry there now. I need to figure out how to do this again. Oh, rock flowers around here somewhere. Or Xandru, whichever one is up here. Rock flower, there you go. Right, okay, so now we need to go to the schoolhouse and get Xandarush. Right. I think find a place to sleep there in a minute. Otherwise that's gonna get ahead of us. The more tired you are, the more effects will come onto you faster, so you actually do need to sleep in this game. So this is the schoolhouse over here, this big building, this big red building. And I know exactly where this route is because I was here once before, so... Oh, hold on. So this is what you want Xandarush. Just grab one of those, you only need one. And now we'll head back to Sunny Smiles. So she's down along this way. Yeah guys, this is a massive open world. It's amazing at how big the actual world is. It takes ages to get from one end of the map to the other. Now I know this game is ancient, it's really old. It's a couple of years old anyway. But it never ceases to amaze me how they can make these maps these large.
Let me see what you got. Yeah, these'll do just fine. Just fine. Alright now. We're gonna be making something folks on the trail call healing powder. Go on over to that campfire now. Give it a try.
Right, healing powder, let's see here. There we go. Make 2 of them.
Hey, that's not bad, see? All it takes to make a recipe is the right ingredients and the right know-how. Sometimes it won't be a campfire you need. Might need to do some work on your guns and ammo, maybe. Important thing to get is it's all the same idea. You just need to find the right place to set up shop. Workbench or reloading bench, whatever. Well, I hope that's enough to get you started. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox. Cheyenne would never forgive me. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
Yeah, I'll head up there right now. So guys, that's that for this episode. I'm gonna head to the Prospector now and talk to Trudy, but well, I'll wait until the next episode of course, but I'm gonna head up there. So yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, comment as well on what you think of the game, and let me know how you think. And join us next time for another video. Thanks guys.